Hula.
Wow. Another week just like that. My goodness. It flies by.
It does. It runs. It runs. I changed the background. I couldn't
Thank you.
do
That
technical similar.
that pink was driving me insane. It was like,
Absolutely.
so I don't know how you did that, but thank you for doing that.
I went under background and I picked a different color.
I can see that now. I see it right there. Desperately needed that. But my goodness, not only has it been another week, it's another month. I can't believe we're staring down the barrel of October 25th. How did that happen?
It was rapid. It was just October 1st. Like it just
Seriously.
This week flew by. I don't understand.
And
Yesterday,
is it because you're so busy? Is that, but it just can't be that. It feels, I'm always busy.
Yesterday was a blink. Like it was 4 a.m., it was 10 a.m., it was 4 p.m. I was like, where did my day go? I felt like I just kind of missed it. I don't know. Weird. Yeah,
man, oh man.
October tends to go fast though.
Well, now wait, to be fair, this is the time of the year when it just flies by in a snap. November is usually lightning before Thanksgiving, and then December, forget about it.
Yeah.
We start writing the year off. Most businesses now are already starting to say, we'll start that next quarter. Like,
yeah.
Call it.
Yeah, I went to Home Depot yesterday, and I wanted a blower vac, which out here in Arizona isn't really a thing. You know, like
it's like going to find a snowblower in Arizona.
So I was like, I'm looking at Home Depot, and I was ready to order it online while I was standing in Home Depot because I didn't see any. And then I saw one, and I was like, this thing looks like a little bit of overkill. It's like 750 CFM. Like, it's massive. It looks like a freaking AT4, and it's got this bagger on it. But I went out back after I charged up the 40-volt battery for it. I go out back and I turn the thing on low, and it's like it's blowing rocks out of the garden beds on low. I'm like, let me see what high does. I can move rock out of the garden beds along with everything else. It's way overkill. My wife is like, what the hell did you buy?
What voltage battery is this?
40 volt. Right.
40 volt. Okay.
But it has a vacuum. So you can suck
with
up
the blower. Yeah.
So
suck it all up.
Yeah. So, you know, seed pods and all that stuff that kind of fall into the flower beds. Well, now I know I have to blow them out of the flower beds onto the patios, and then I can vacuum it up. But if you put the vacuum on anything but low, it just sucks it right to the concrete. Like it has a harness. Like it looks like an AT4 on my hip. I way went over. I felt like Tim the Toolman Taylor, if you're old enough to remember that show. And it just like, it was massive. But I digress. All the stuff at Home Depot is all Christmas. There's 8 aisles of Christmas at Home Depot here. And it's like, wow, where did that come from? And it's not Halloween yet. And all the Halloween stuff is gone. So if you were trying to shop for Halloween for next week, good luck, because they already put that crap away. It's all gone. I was like,
so do you have one of those skills with like googly all Kilburn stuff?
No. I don't do Halloween decoration.
what I do want you to do is go out into your storage and dust board, and I want you to put that 40-volt vacuum in blower mode and just hang on tight.
Like, I think I could. I think it would push you on a skateboard easily.
It would have to.
Yeah, easily. I could stir up dirt devils in the desert with it, probably pretty easily. Like,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I didn't know what I bought, and it's too cool to return it.
Unbelievable.
$299. Like, it was pretty cool. It seemed like a good deal. I don't know.
Oh, well, I know things ran really quick last week. We had so much to cover. We didn't even get to half of the things we wanted to cover. But we've been letting the boys from the Ozarks sit in the background way too long. So I think it's best we jump ahead to them real quick and bring them in here. We're well, there's his other brother. His brother's with him this time. But you remember Jay, what a ball of energy this cat is. And he's living on that. I'm calling it like a Disneyland for an RC enthusiast. There is a little bit of everything going on out there. This might have to be on your list, Jeremy, at some point to get to this event.
It's so close to Haul and Crawl. If I went to Haul and Crawl, that would be 3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks, and I know that's the tough part.
Proline, Haul and Crawl, and then
something about October. There's a lot gets locked in October.
Really good weather.
Yeah,
Out here, it's a high of 85, and it's just beautiful all day. This is winter. This is my new winter. Is 85 degrees and 70 at night. So, I get it. Out here, October, like everything's happening.
Yeah,
the side by sides have taken over the roads. Motorcycles everywhere. Corvettes, New Balance shoes are sold out. It's crazy.
All right, let's make this official. We're going to roll in here with a quick intro and make some room for the boys to tell us what they got happening. And
let's go.
Let's do it. All right, here we go.
On control, we're loaded and ready to taxi.
Flight 209er, you are clear to take off.
So close.
We'll do that. We'll just slide them right in center stage. The Yandell boys, Jay and Josh, how the heck are you?
We're doing great. How are you guys doing?
Loving the weather.
Yeah.
Well, on the weather topic, what are you guys dealing with right now? What is the weather in the Ozarks?
Okay, well, right now we've got a passing storm coming through, which is great for us because we want to get all that stuff out of the way. And we've got probably it's the high 60s. We got from 69 to 72 degrees coming up for Rock the Ozarks this year, which I mean, that's what my thermostat is set at, right? So I mean, that's as good as it gets. We're dodging all the storms. We're keeping our fingers crossed, and hopefully it works out for us.
What is the date? Just so we get on that topic right out of the gate. What are we looking at here?
It's okay. So I got to make note of this. Rock the Ozarks falls under Halloween once every 8 years. I think the next time it's like 2033 or it's just every once a decade or so that it happens. So this year it's October 31st through November 2nd.
Ouch. Okay, so for the dads that are still going trick-or-treating right now, that's the tough part. I got you.
It's the tough part, but here's what we're doing, Mike. We're doing a trick or crawl. And everybody here, all the vendors, we're going to have a nice lineup of vendors this year, as we always do. We've got a lot of support down here, and everybody's going to have the good candy, you know, not the fun size stuff, the good candy. And we've already warned everybody who's hauling around here with trailers. I mean, this is the South, so we got some really big rigs down here. No bear claws. So we're trying to keep everybody on the level, but we're going to have a great trick or crawl here. Which, I mean, how many trick or treats have you experienced the same old thing? You know, this way you get to have the RCs, you get to do something different with your kiddos. So actually down here, a lot of the locals are actually seeing this as a kind of a refreshing change.
100%, Jay. If you guys are pushing this as that family event, like bring the wife, bring the kids, bravo. That's fantastic.
See, his kids are all grown up now. I still have from 12 to 5, and they love their RCs as much as I love my RCs.
Wow.
So, there's no reason not to have your family involved with
this is a family event. We've I mean, this is we've got comps that bring people together. You got father and son race teams that are going to be here. I mean, it's really going to be a big to-do this year. We actually sold out. I don't know if your viewers know, but we're the only private RC park with full RV hookups. That's sewer, electric, and water. We, just like you would see at a KOA, better than a state park. We sold out of those so fast this year, my head spun. We even have a tiny house that we rented out, and it was rented out before Rock the Ozarks was done last year. So we've got a good variety of people coming out. Vendors, race teams, families, just everybody who wants to compete, have a good time. And because this is a private event, we get to do things on our terms. We get to have our night crawls, have everything lit. The
night crawls are really
nice. Yeah, it's the night crawl here is really just off the hook. It's unlike anything. And I mean, if you've been to some of the night crawls at some of the other RC events that you've been to, sometimes there's a line. Sometimes it takes you like 4 or 5 hours to get through the crawl. Well, you know, for us old guys that have knee problems, you know, we like a clean crawl. So we all of the creek beds that we're going to be crawling on, we've got displayed on our page. They're all giant 6-foot flat bottom creeks. We're not trying to twist any ankles here. You know, all the grass and the trails have been treated for, you know, pests and that sort of things. We've cut back briars. Some of the trails are 25 to 30 feet wide at the widest part. So you can just pass by people.
You can have layers of cars.
And our crawl garden, which is larger, just the crawl garden is larger than most RC events, and it's all lit. It's got bench seating throughout. We have school buses that we're turning into RVs, so we can go to the RC events in style and with all of our gear. We travel pretty heavy, so we took all those seats out and we've put them all throughout the crawl garden to make it really a comfortable setting for anybody.
Need to take a break from your legs?
Yeah, I mean, just to be able to sit and have a crawl exhibit. We call them crawl exhibits. It's not just trail crawling. We have a whole exhibit that, like this year, we've got Jellystone National Park. I know it sounds crazy, right? Okay, but it's full of giant 4-foot dinosaurs, 2-foot King Kongs. It's got a smoke machine back there. It's got magic mushrooms coming out of the ground, gremlins dancing around. It's just absolutely. And then we've got campsites inside the exhibit with tents and everything that they can pull up their RC, get a cool shot of it with all the T-Rexes and stuff in the background. Has the giant gates out front that open up. We're really going for a scale
concept.
Yeah, I mean, this year we add on to everything every year, and this year we're really going scale, almost like UST. I don't know if you saw any of the pictures that I sent you from our new asphalt city, but how crazy is that, Mike? I mean,
And it's as smooth as glass.
Yeah, it's all, that's all metal. That's not wood. Those are steel composite buildings. And some of them are 7 foot tall. We've got condos, we've got race shops, city hall, it's just all, we've got a municipal area with a yard. So people that have their 1/14 scale grand haulers and whatnot, there's really not a whole lot of places to go where you can experience the, fun with that kind of RC, because all the grounds have to be real even. So this isn't just asphalt, but we've sealed it, so it's just like a nice layer of a parking lot. Like you
could take your low and actually bounce it down the road.
You can.
Wow.
We have a scale shell station. We've got a drive-in movie. We even have a parking lot. So we're going to be doing car shows. And get this, Mike, you see this right here? Rock the Ozarks. We're going to be doing RC shows in the parking lot. Look at that. We've got a controller, and they've got a red tractor for me, because you guys know how I feel about tractors, right?
Yeah.
So there's my RC that I'm bringing to the meet right there. So, and everybody got to request their own from our vendor who is making all of our 3D plastic this year. So they were able to pick out whatever RC they identified with in their collection. And we're going to actually have an RC meet in our parking lot, in our scale city.
For RCs.
I mean,
That's a lot of inception right there. That's a lot of levels. You have an RC meet inside of a car show, inside of a scale city, inside of
and the guy that's making these, he's going to be set up out here, and he's going to be selling multiple versions of these, this, that. He has some amazing talent.
Got parking bumpers for our city. And check this out, Mike. I've created the Hotel California. This thing is 7 foot tall, and it's got King Kong standing on the top, hanging onto a rod. If you've seen that picture, it's iconic. It's just beautiful. Check out the top sign. This is all in neon. It's got battery powered.
Nice.
And so that's going to be at the very top. We're going all out this year, guys.
Very cool. Very cool.
We hauled in about 30.
From when we talked to you last year, and your expectations for last year was to just do it and see what happens. And then to talk to you this year, and you're in the details, which is fantastic for a second, for this iteration. And it's only going to get better. The more you pay attention to those details, and the more genre of RC that you bring into this, it's just going to get bigger. And having RV hookups, unheard of. Like, I just went to Proline. I didn't have hookups. I ran off a generator, and gray water, black water, fresh water were the 3 most important things besides power. And to have hookups is insane.
Not only that, but we've got sewer as well. So that means that you can. We actually have vendors here that are staying after Rock the Ozarks, and they're going to hang out with us. We're going to show them the area and everything. So
So my brother here, I love him to death. He has one of the coolest 1/10 crawler gardens. Okay, and I'll give him that hands down. But my kids are into the smaller scale. So I have built, literally from my brother's inspiration, a full area, and it's almost 50 yards.
That's for a 1/24, 1/18 scale RC. So it's quite a setup. I mean, he's driving through trees. He's driving up look at that hotel. And you see the revolving door there at the bottom. That actually works, guys. It actually moves. You can actually go in there. And later on, we're going to fill out the lobby and different things. You can see a balcony on there. I have other buildings that have multiple balconies. And how cool is that? I mean,
bro, it's insane.
We even thought about putting helicopters in the trees around
Yeah.
it. I mean, so I've never seen, you know, I've been to a lot of events. Most of them I've been with you guys. And in fact, I was noticing there, Mike, you and I shop at the same store. I haven't removed my sticker either from the Badlands right there. So, we've been to a lot of these events. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a downtown. Look at the shine on that. That's real metal buildings. That's not wood.
Dude, it's insane. Amazing.
I'm pretty excited about it. I think this is going to add a whole new, you know, aspect to it, especially with, I feel like there's a void of the scale aspect of, yeah, right there. You see the municipals. We're going to have rock filled in all of those areas right there. You can see.
Just like you'd see at or not a construction site, a county crew.
Now, what you're looking at, we haven't added the stop signs, the street lights, or any of that. We had to apply at City Hall to get the permits. And you know how municipals are. They're really having, you know, they're slow about all that. So there's a lot of things that we haven't added yet. So it's going to look a lot more scale, street lights, stop signs, the bumpers that you see right there, neon lights. We're just going to keep adding on to this. And in fact, we hauled in about 30,000 pounds of asphalt, and it took a 55-gallon drum of sealer. I don't know if you can go to the other picture on the other side with the drive-in and where the Shell station is going to be, but there's another picture in there, and you can kind of see we've really thought of right there above, right above that. There's Jellystone. So, but there's just going to be so much to choose from this year, guys. We've got an old Western town called Big Whiskey. And Big Whiskey has got scale railroad tracks. It's got a saloon, a brothel. It's got a water tower. And you've got about probably 15 feet of train track that you actually drive on that goes above the crawler area. Of course, we got the Beetlejuice grave, and that's
holy crap.
Yeah, and that thing is like 4 foot tall, Mike. That is no joke. I mean, a lot of this stuff is scale. It's just big, and you can kind of see the dinosaurs in there. That T-Rex, and I mean that thing is 4 feet long, and it actually, you can feed it what it eats. It actually defecates 20 minutes later. I didn't know this when I bought it. I swear, guys. But it adds a whole nother level of confusion for our staff to have to pick up dino dung on the course out there. But I really I think this is going to be a great opportunity for RC enthusiasts of all types, because it's not just scalers. We have bashers, we have construction, we've got planes. We've got a 5-acre pond, guys, for boats. We've got the Swamp Donkey Bridge, which is basically it's a trail that goes through the pond, right through the middle of the pond, and on either side is a 10-foot drop. So if you drop your RC, you're going swimming. So I mean, there's a lot. We have a dirt oval track here. We've got a 1/5 short course track here. We have two 124 scale tracks here. We've got a 2-ton working gold mine with running water and electricity that the new city is attached to. So your 124 or your 114 scale king hauler and grand haulers can go from the city with their load to the mine and then operate and do their work, and then come back to the city and park their rig. So we're kind of integrating a lot of what we've done in the crawl garden, so everything kind of is smooth. And we even have a drainage system. We have sewage. You can't see it from the pictures, but there are giant culverts there for real drainage. So if you're in a rain situation, we don't flood out the city. I mean, it's important. These plans are all, and all these, we got the permits to do everything. City Hall has cleared it all. So we've been a little slow on construction, running it down to the last minute. We're actually building a race shop right now, the Radio Active City race shop. It's going to have, it'll have 2 lifts in it, and it will have a dyno for your RC. So you can actually roll your RC up on a dyno and have real dyno resistance and everything like that. It's going to have a second story for storage. It'll have a little side store for your sales attendant and everything. It's going to be really cool.
I will say this. I think we can claim that we have one of the longest 124 scale suspended rope bridges in the country.
Guys, by far
in the country.
I have never seen the equal on the 124 scale, 118 scale. It is, a lot of times that's forgotten in a lot of these RC events. Here it's showcased. You know that FMS has been a giant supporter of Rock the Ozarks from the beginning, and of course we tried to cater, to the FMS when they were dealing a lot with the smaller rigs. So we wanted to make sure we had a great place for everyone to drive their FMS RCs, and I think that's what we achieved. I've never seen its equal. This place is spread out. It's actually it's funny that you mentioned Disneyland, because Rock the Ozarks is actually twice the size of Disneyland.
Yeah.
So that's how big this area is, and that's camping, RV hookups. You've got a 40-acre RC park with a pond. We're even next year we're installing a runway for planes,
and we're doing more. We've got that whole other acreage.
Yeah, and we haven't even opened the whole area. We have so much room to grow because we're a full working cattle ranch, and
we're in charge of it, and we love it, and we love our RCs. Yeah, and we love each other.
We basically we've been able to create this environment that's it's great for all hobbyists, because to be honest, and I explained this on our first podcast, I'd never had anyone on the ranch other than family for close to 16 years. And then a friend of mine, Josh Harris, who works this event with me and has partnered with me to make sure that this thing goes off without a hitch, basically said, Jay, what you have up here is incredible, and you've got to share it with the rest of the world, because it just wouldn't be right. I had all this for my YouTube channel, the Radioactive RC Ranch, and now it's turned into a whole nother aspect, and it's growing and growing and growing, and
everybody wants to be a little bit a part of it.
Yeah, we guys, just to give you an idea of our vendors. I mean, we've got Jen's Ace coming this year. We've got FMS. We've got Reefs RC. We've got Joe Ropes. We've got Locked Up RC. I mean, we've got 15, 16 of the big household names that everybody depends on for, parts for their rig. And I actually have I have a really big announcement that I've been holding off, and I'm not sure that I can let this out of the bag yet. They have bought a booth space, but they've given a little bit of wiggle room to get out of it. I can't really tell you what it is, because I don't feel comfortable. But you guys know there's one biggest name in RC, and we can all kind of picture in our mind what that is. And they don't normally show up to these events, but I have a relationship with them that I've built over the years, as I've built with Horizon Hobby and some of the other large vendors and RC producers. And I've got my fingers crossed, guys. This might be something real special, and I'll be making an announcement on Rock the Ozarks event group as soon as I know for sure. But they have bought a booth space, so they are.
I'd say the biggest name in the industry.
It is the biggest name in the industry, bar none.
For sure. I hope it works. I hope it works out, and I hope they commit to it.
I hope they do.
You deserve to have somebody like that there to help promote this.
Absolutely. And it doesn't take away from everybody. Joe Ropes is actually who got this event off the ground for us, and he has done so much. He was actually here our very first year, and now we've doubled in size every year, guys. I know I had high hopes last year to get into Beat the Creek territory, and we didn't quite make it to that mark, which is just me being excited. But now that we have three, we did a pre-event just to see if anyone was interested, but this is our official third year. So we actually have 3 events behind us, and we've doubled in size every year. We're expecting 600 to 900 people this year, and that is our realistic number. And
that's a very realistic number.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I would say next year we could definitely use
Mike.
Hey there, buddy.
Oh, wow.
This is probably, I do not
The best
leave home.
RC bag in the business.
I don't go
Maybe we
anywhere
have that
without
at the next Rock the Ozarks.
I think that can hold a lot of trick or treat candy right there.
I think it can.
You're gonna real.
I think Mike needs to drive down there with Dreamer, because he doesn't understand how far that is to drive first. And I think they should rent like a mini Winnie Winnebago type deal and travel down there from campground to campground to get to you. Like, I think that's what Mike should do.
I agree.
I support that.
There you go.
Fair enough. What is the distance that we're talking now?
Mike, where are you located? You're located out in Philly or Pennsylvania somewhere?
Just call it Philly.
Okay. Somewhere
Philly.
out in the East Coast. Okay. So if you're located anywhere on the East Coast, I would say that's probably a solid 13 hours. I can make it in one day. I can make it from here to Washington, D.C. in a 12 or 13 hour day. But the cool thing is we're centrally located. So where a lot of RC events are concentrated on the East and West Coast, this gives those guys an opportunity to kind of pull in from everywhere, because we get I can't tell you how many people from Minnesota and the Dakotas come down here, but the East Coast ones are just a little bit too far. And another thing, October down in Arkansas is really like SoCal weather. It's right. I mean, we're having a storm today, but I mean, it was like 78 2 days ago. So in October down here, it's just like we're still hanging on to what's little left of summer.
And if it gets a little too cold for some of us, we've got a spot for a huge bonfire, and we actually encourage everybody to gather at the bonfire.
Yeah, everybody brings marshmallows, weenies, whatever, and it has giant stones around it. I don't know if I sent you pictures of it, but it's like if you were to walk up on like a state park's like campground, giant stones and stuff like that, you can fit like 5-6 people on one seat, and it's a giant bonfire area. We also have a 2nd-story driver tower, so you can look over the entire place, get pictures. You can watch the ramping happen from a high venue point. We're doing a drift course this year. I mean, it's just getting nuts. We actually have a giant barn, similar to what Beat the Creek has, all polished concrete. And so we're going to set up a drift course this year. We're not doing a comp, but that might be on the schedule for next year if this works out and everybody enjoys it like they are. Can you imagine? I don't know if you guys have any drift cars. I certainly don't, but I know there's a lot of guys that do. But can you imagine being able to drive your RC around that city? Not necessarily drift, but just to be able to drive your scale, cool looking, Supra around the city and be able to park in a parking lot and, with all your other buddies. I can't imagine anything cooler. It's like Pro Line. It really is.
And I think we're planning on having a photographer, an actual professional photographer up here. That way, if you do have a car that you are very attached and sentimental to, you can get your own glamour shot and frame it and put it in your hobby shop.
Yeah. And it's not just drift cars for these scale cities. Like you have the hot rods, like the RC everyday shop trucks, and some of the little more modeled 2-wheel drive cars that the rat rods and stuff like that. So I mean, having a place to run them, like I took my shop to Beat the Creek, and the only thing I could do, I mean, I drove it around in the grass the year before, not this past year because it was a mud hole, but the year before when it was dry, like I could drive it around in the grass, but I was getting stuck on sticks and all kinds of craziness. But to have a place for them, the low riders, those guys to meet up, that is huge, and that's not something that I've seen at 99% of the events. And for the indoor, for like what you're saying, the drift track, if you do the sliders, the sprint cars, like you have tracks for those, you have, and that opens up to like the Sun 450s and a trailer pulling their sprint car, and maybe doing the NASCARs, doing an oval on indoor.
Right.
Might be a thing.
People
right?
have been talking about doing an actual the trailer.
Yeah, we're doing
into the pond.
We're doing a couple of comps that
boat launches.
Comps.
Yeah.
Back in your trailer, your camping rig and that sort of stuff. We're also one of the largest places for RC pullers. We have a pulling track.
Yep. We
have a sled. Of course, a lot of people know me in the pulling world as building real scale tractors. Hey, can you grab me that model over there? We take it really serious about building tractors here, and I'll just show you kind of one of my models here. I mean, this is my 1984 International 5388. This is the year before that Case took over. And everything is scale. You can see you can access your battery and all your electronics in there. And this actually has a removable cab. I mean, this is all metal. This actually, I'm moving this around, but this actually weighs about 20 pounds. The duals are removable. Everything is, Josh. So we're really big into the pulling stuff. We've got just endless activities down here. And one of the big things we like to do here is comps. We're very competitive. We've got trophies, we've got cash payout stuff. The competition is just kind of a part of it, and we're not restricted to any brands. We're not partial to anything. You bring what you want. You could long jump. We're doing off-road drag racing. We're doing dirt oval racing. There's just so much going on here. I'm probably forgetting more than I'm actually telling you guys. I have to keep my notes all here. So
yeah, it's a lot to keep track of too for a schedule.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of these things are concurrent. They're not just like we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, then we're going to do that, because you have it all open like all the time. You might have an area of focus for a period of time, but people are free to do whatever trips their trigger for what they want to do, and while you have it open to the public. So
and it's open all night too.
Yeah, and everything's lit here, so the party doesn't stop when the night comes. It's actually I showed Mike some of the pictures of what happens after it gets dark around here, but because everything is so lit and it's so flat, I mean, this is groomed like a golf course. This isn't like a rugged ranch like you would think. It's more on the lines of
no armadillo holes.
Yeah, this is manicured. Every inch of it I go over, and it takes a lot of time to do. But the final product is a really great RC event for our buddies and families to attend. And there's a lot of work that goes into it, but it's a labor of love, and I love this hobby like you guys love this hobby, and I'm never leaving it. I'm here to stay. And
we're only going to get bigger.
Yeah, it is. It's only going to get bigger, and we're going to keep adding more and more activities. And it's something else to note is the crawl garden is all flat dirt clay. There's no organic material in there. And then when you go to in the actual crawl garden, it's all moss.
You could go barefoot.
It's like air conditioned carpet, and you could actually take a low rider in there and be perfectly fine. And it's scale because it's like grass. There's no leaves. We clear everything out and make it all scale. Lots of exposed roots. It's just raw nature. And in the Ozarks, we've got a certain type of rocks. If you've ever been to Crawlapalooza or any of those events, the rocks here are just like they're the rocks that you want to crawl. And it just makes for a really nice scale environment. A lot of moss, a lot of water. We've got 3 creeks on the property, Bad Luck Creek, Bigfoot Creek, and Mossy Creek. And yeah, you can kind of see what it looks like all lit up. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's just beautiful. That was our show and shine last year. You can see Nomad Creations in there. Richard with TI Pro, and then you got Steven there with HR WR Hot Rod Willis RC. And I mean, we have one of the coolest show and shines. I wish we had some of the trophies here, but Josh actually made the trophies this year. I'll let him tell you about them.
So I'm a mechanic by trade. I own my own automotive shop. And that's what we're using the drift course for, is my shop. We're going to strip it out and open it up just for that. But I take pinion gears and ring and pinion gears, crankshafts, camshafts. I made a bunch of art for trophies. Something that ain't plastic, ain't going to break.
Yeah.
You're going to have it for the rest of your RC career, and I didn't just weld together some stuff. I actually I had them professionally painted. They're
I'm trying to find a picture of one.
I'm tempted to run out and grab. I'm hosting the long jump competition, so all the long jump competitions are a pinion gear, from a Toyota truck pinion gear all the way up to a Dodge 3500.
Yeah. So we've got trophies that are, the kind of cool trophies that are handmade, that you really want. And we've also got a great raffle last year. Oh my gosh, last year I've never seen a raffle that big. I've been to a lot of events. Never seen one that big. We're very blessed by our vendors. Reefs and Grok take really good care of us. FMS takes great care of us. There's so many people that help make this possible that we just couldn't do it without them. This is I don't know if you can see up there, but those are some of the trophies there.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of cool custom stuff. And I mean, really, we're trying to live our best life at the same time. We're trying to provide a little bit of joy and excitement for the RC.
Share our little piece of heaven.
RC community. So
oh yeah. You guys you're on the right track. You're doing it right. And I
all hands down to this guy.
Yeah, I just hope that you have sustainable growth and you do this for the next 20 years. Like it just, just piecing that stuff together and making it congruent so it makes sense. One thing leads to another thing. It's a very natural, transition from one RC to another RC. It just, you sound like you have a really good plan. You have the perfect place. There's no question about that. I'm stoked for you guys. I cannot wait to see pictures from this event.
Yeah. I think this year's going to actually.
Yeah, this year's going to be.
This year's going to be our peak. Not. Let me rephrase that. Not our peak. People are going to recognize
There,
Rock the
I think
Ozarks.
Rock the Ozarks, the name is getting out there.
Yeah.
In the community. I mean, it takes a couple years for this stuff to kind of soak in. And I mean, we've got somebody coming from Hawaii this year. It's just mind blowing where these guys are coming from. And but the word's getting out, and there's not a lot of RC events that are all inclusive where you can bring your basher, your scaler, your crawler, your boat, your hill climber, your planes, and everything like that. Which is one of the reasons why David loves from FMS loves Rock the Ozarks so much, because
You can just fly his plane.
there's so many restrictions on planes anytime you go to these RC events, if you've ever been there. And, you know, and some of these plane events that are dedicated planes, and he can just launch them right off of his shoulder here. We got nothing but open sky and pasture. So it's some people call this place Camp Freedom, and that's pretty much what it is. It's like
it's a very family friendly event area. We don't condone violence, drinking, drugs, or any of that stuff. We're here to have a good time. Everyone will have a good memory of this event.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're very organized. We have security, like I said, like Josh said, no drinking, no open drugs or any of that stuff. This is a family event. And we have just under 10 staff members, people that are going to be patrolling the scale area and things like that can help assist people with RCs, because some of this stuff is kind of like a train set. Everything is so set up and integral. You don't really want people going in there and retrieving their RCs or knocking something over, or ceramic or something like that. So we'll have people back there to assist people in getting those RCs in and out.
I think anybody with a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, and it's not, there are some obstacles that you can't get yourself, like my axial bomber behind me can't go in Mossy Creek. It's just too wide. And we have like gate perimeters, so it'll let you know whether your RC can make it through that obstacle safely or not. Other than that, we've got King of the Mountain, and we've got radioactive Continental Divide. If you really like have a class 3, something with 2.2 tires on it, and you really want to get in the weeds and see how things go, King of the Mountain has different courses, different ways all over. We even have a trail that goes up into the trees on Baylor belts, and it goes up into the trees behind the Bigfoot, and it comes down with kinetic energy after you weigh yourself down. So you come down from like an 8-foot deck, and you come all the way down, and it's just super cool. The Continental Divide is a one-way crawler area, and it's the highest point that you can get on the ranch crawling wise. And we even have like a lookout point, like you have lookouts on in Rocky Mountain National Park. It's very similar. So 2 RCs can pull off there, and you can get a picture of them while other RCs drive behind them. So we've really tried to think of a lot of things and try to include all types of RCs. Not just
got everything.
I mean, you can see behind it, we've got a variety of everything. And I think between the two of us, we probably have somewhere around 150, 140 RCs. It's hard to tell day to day. But we're very into the hobby, and we just want to share that. It's hard having this playground. It's like if you owned RC Disneyland, would you open it up or would you keep it to yourself? It's really, I mean, it's
it's too nice to leave.
I have more fun with my friends, guys, so
yeah. But you brought up a good point. Like, you need a Scale City Sheriff's Department. Like, you need somebody to monitor, to make sure that what you put together doesn't get inadvertently destroyed.
Absolutely.
I mean, people don't do it on purpose, but they get caught up in the moment.
Right.
I saw it at Proline. Like, they were doing street racing in Scale City, and knocking down light poles. And these were very scale 3D printed light poles, and
took somebody a lot of time.
Yeah, and they just left, and I was like, "Are You're not going to fix it.
Well, one of the good things,
it's to have a little sheriff's department to take care of and be like, hey, like I dropped my truck back here. Can you help me?
right.
That's perfect. That's serve and protect the RCs. Sheriff's department is, I feel
We'll have two sheriff's deputies here the whole weekend, and we do have cameras on all of the crawler areas. Unfortunately, Beat the Creek had a little incident at Rocktober. You guys might have heard about, so that's prompted us to take a little proactive action. We've got a lot of money and time wrapped up in our scale stuff. And it's not just ours. We have other people that are bringing this stuff. It's not just our stuff. It's a group event, and so it takes everybody to do this. So we've got the cameras, we've got the staff, we've got the sheriff's deputies. So between everything, and here's the other thing: where a lot of RC events are spread out, we have really two concentration zones: the crawl garden. And then you've got over on the other side of the property, you got the 1/5 short course track and the 1/24 scale track. And just outside the crawl area, you've got the pond and the dirt oval. So really, we are concentrated in two areas. Beyond that, there's trails and stuff that we don't have anything,
and
money-wise or time-wise.
The 1/5 short course racetrack that we have takes up exactly 5 acres.
Yeah, it's a big track.
And you're gonna have a high deck trailer that's 4 foot off the ground to actually have a good driver's weight.
This track has natural berms in it. It has 6 jumps that are it'll get your RC about a foot and a half off the ground. For a 5T or a DBXL, it's just going to be perfect. Airs out that suspension a little bit and then let you keep going. Yeah. And it's a real competitive track, real fun.
Cool. Hey. We can't hear you, Mike. No. He's trying. He's technologically. Nope. Negative. Nope.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
All right. It's not the microphone that I wanted to use, but I've been quiet for too long, and you guys have not disappointed one bit. Holy crap!
You know what?
You guys have been insanely busy. I mean, you unpacked so much information. We could go back to any one of those things and focus an hour on that.
Even our
city is blowing my mind right now for the semi trucks, for the low riders. I mean, you are asking people to dust off your Red Cat lowrider and bring your semi truck, bring your construction vehicles. Bring everything you have. The only thing I haven't heard you guys mention was an army tank, basically. Like, grab your tanks.
He's got one. Or, a Promoto.
I got to get out of the way for this one.
Yeah, a Promoto on the 5th scale track would be
65 pounds.
Jesus.
What scale is that?
This is a 1/5 scale, 1/6 scale Sherman World War II tank. It's got a sound box and everything operates on it.
I have never seen a tank that big.
It's about 65 pounds. This is not light.
Where the hell did you find this? Like, I've never seen anything.
It was
remotely
lucky as hell, is what it was.
I bet that is some rare stuff right there. That thing would crawl over my tank that I was talking about.
So even our drag racing situation, we've got a light tree for our drag racing, a timing system and everything, photograph finish. We try to think of everything here and just make sure
as close to the real thing as we can do.
Yeah, I mean, as close to. I'm thinking of what I would think in an RC Disneyland. What would I want? And I don't
have Mickey Mouse on RC.
No, I don't want to walk around a lot. I don't want to have. If you had to walk from one end of the ranch to the other all day, you would be exhausted. I walked the whole ranch from one distance to the other And I mean, you're talking like 20, 30 minutes of your time. So everything is concentrated to where you can experience the most amount of fun without having all that travel. And everybody knows what their knees feel like after a day at Axial Fest. So
Yep.
We try to have everything that's just close by and convenient. So this stuff isn't all spread out. And if we ever decided to do something during the summer, the crawl garden is completely shaded. So it's all, I mean, there's very little light that comes through there, which is why we have the moss that we have growing in there, which makes for excellent scalability.
Something else. It's a kind of a personal and a serious note. Everyone has to go to the bathroom. We have literally the cleanest, nicest porta potty company. Bring them, address them every day. They will be out checking the toilet.
We've got female porta johns and male porta johns, and these are the upgraded ones. They come with all the frills, the hand sanitizers, and
sink and all the mirrors and
it actually does have a mirror. So I mean, it just has a little bit of everything. And here's for next year, we're actually preparing so we can have showers. Yeah. We'll have outdoor showers with heated water. Very good. People will be able to buy a shower pass while they're here. We're expanding for sure.
Jay and Josh, this goes to both of you. Is there an actual Facebook page, or what are you guys going to be running during the event that people can check in? Is it the YouTube channel that you're focusing on?
It's actually Rock the Ozarks Event Group is the page. And I encourage anybody who is interested in this event or any RC event for that matter. We support everybody. You guys know,
just like it. No funny spelling.
No funny spelling. Just Rock the Ozarks Event Group. All capital letters in front of all the words.
And like you said, we encourage everybody. Axial Fest.
Yeah, we support it all. We're
not saying don't go to these people. We may have something they don't have.
We're just trying to add to the way I explain to it. It's like a flavor of ice cream that you never knew existed, and then you taste that flavor and you're like, well, I like chocolate and I like strawberry. And I think the world's a better place with more flavors of ice cream. So that
and we're going to be like the Baskin Robbins of RC.
Yeah. Well,
and
hopefully
to the people watching, even if you're not going to the event, subscribe to the page so you can see the event. And if you see something that you think that you might like, then put it on your calendar for next year. And being subscribed to the page, you'll know when that is.
Yeah. So it's always the first weekend in November every year. I picked that date because we do have some of the best weather at that time, and the Farmer's Almanac gave me the lowest chance of rain in this area for that time frame for that weekend. So
and it's been the last 20 years.
Yeah, a lot went into we really started building this from the foundation up. We wanted to make sure we got it right. And that's not to say it'll never rain. We actually got a little bit of rain for the last 2 hours last year. But we actually, we made it through the whole weekend without it. And this year it looks like it's going to be spectacular weather, high or low 70s, high 60s. And
no, low 60s, high 70s.
Low 60s, high 70s.
Yeah, something like that.
It works.
It's gonna be great. And we've got lots of vendors here to share the cool stuff with us. And like I said, we've got a mystery vendor that I can't tell anybody yet, but
when will you be able to share this vendor? Like, is this coming up? Will you be posting it before?
I'll be posting it on the page this week. I'm hoping that I'm posting. I should get a confirmation. Like I said, they've already bought a booth, so
whether they're here or not, they've already bought the space.
So hopefully that's a good sign.
And we're gonna say it is literally one of the top 3 biggest names in RC.
I would say it's the number.
And that's a tough one. And it's just biased, only
It
because
is biased. I'm just
because
talking by
you're going to
pure
talk to a
volume.
semi
I'm not-
truck guy, and he's going to be like, I don't even know who the hell that is.
Right.
Like,
I'm just talking just volume,
Yep.
But
That's
we're
that's
happy to have
fantastic.
everybody and all levels of support. We don't just take the big guys. This is actually, we have one of the lowest levels of entry into an RC event. So the prices to be a vendor here are very, very economic. We've got a lot of first-time vendors. A lot of the people that you're going to see at bigger events like Beat the Creek next year have gotten their foothold here at Rock the Ozarks. People that we pass by every day on the trails out there, and they see some of the vendors, they want to formulate, they want to be a part of that. We had a couple that the Freemans, and they've been at just about every event, every Axial Fest, Beat the Creek that I've ever been to. And this year they decided that they wanted to start their own little company just for RC events. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to bring supplies that we forget at the water, blankets, candy for this Halloween, cups, soap. Anything that you forgot at an RC event, you don't necessarily want to leave and come back. So
It's like a general store.
Yeah,
Like a general store for a campground.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good. Smart.
And we're gonna have two. We're gonna have two food vendors this year. Our food vendor comes all the way from Oklahoma City,
and it's amazing.
If that tells you how, we could easily get a local food vendor, but these guys are into RC. They don't just cook the food; they are into RCs. They play with us just the same. We're gonna have a dessert truck here for the first time, serving ice cream, slushies, desserts, and things of that nature. Yeah. So
don't forget coffee and donuts.
Oh, that's all. That's a necessity.
Absolutely.
Gotta have a coffee donut guy.
Wow.
It's gonna be one heck of a year, guys. We're super excited, and
we're
really
so glad
excited.
you came on here to give us a taste of this.
Thanks for the opportunity, Mike.
Bro, we are literally blown away. I mean, just speechless.
I'm as blown away by your product as we are our own place. I love your product. I carry your sling bag every single day to work.
There's your plug, Mike.
Okay.
As Jeremy would call it, your EDC. That's your everyday carry.
Everyday carry.
That bag.
I love that sling bag.
Remote, that bag is going with me. I
Bingo.
don't leave home without it.
Bravo.
Everywhere I go, I got the sling bag.
Listen, there's a piece of us there with you. We are there with you in spirit. We want nothing but the best for you guys at this event, guys.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe how busy you guys have been. You absolutely have prepped for this, and the people going are going to be spoiled. And scan the QR code up in the upper left-hand corner. That will take you to the Ozarks event page. Make sure you join, and you can follow along while you guys are there. And we'd love to have you stop back and tell us how it went. And
absolutely,
we'd like a full rundown.
Yep.
We love talking with you guys.
We would love the full recap with you all.
Oh, we love to share.
Our buddy David Pig. That's commenting on
hey,
he has something very special to bring.
Exactly. He's
top secret.
Well, not necessarily.
Not top secret anymore.
It's not anymore, but we'll just say that Reefs will be missing his one of 250 RC. His personal RC.
Yes.
I'm gonna get to handle that, and and I think if I'm not mistaken, I think those are sold out already.
They are sold out.
Okay.
Yep.
So good for Brock and Reef. That's one heck
fantastic.
Of a thing to do.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see what you guys think of it after you get a chance to see it in person. And we want the full recap on everything, take lots of photos, videos, and we can't wait.
I'll be watching.
We just want to send you off with our best wishes to you and say thank you again.
Thank you so much, Mike. We appreciate it.
All right,
Have
boys.
a good one.
All right, man. We'll be in touch. That, Jeremy, they did not disappoint at all. Holy crap.
Never do.
Never do. I'm going to slide you over here.
Appreciate it.
Started late. We ran late. Is Heidi bugging you for dinner? How far out are we?
I can hear her stomach grumbling.
Growling. Do we have
Yeah.
5?
No, we're good. We can. We got a couple minutes.
All right.
Yeah,
all
there's a couple things that I definitely did want to cover. Yeah, that event's going to be,
dude.
That's a grower right there. They have a lot of opportunity of growth to come. I can't wait. If it wasn't 20 hours from here,
Is it really that long? Did you calculate
20
that?
hours for me. It's 16 and a half for you. So
Jesus.
yeah. Oh man,
well, we've driven to Florida before.
That's only like 13 hours. That's not bad. 20 hours. That's a 2-day trip.
It is. That's a ride.
Jersey Scaler, how we doing?
Yeah, Joey. Oh man, that guy. He's something else.
Yeah. So the title of my YouTube channel is The Flight to Oatman. If you don't know what Oatman, Arizona is, you need to look up some YouTube videos on Oatman, like visiting Oatman, Arizona. It's 30 minutes from here.
Can we get a definition and a spelling?
Oatman, like oats, like Oatman, Oatman.
Okay.
So Heidi, she hits me up this morning. She's like, "Hey, I want to go to Oatman today," and I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "I want to see the burros." I was like, "Okay." I mean, she looks out every day into the desert to hopefully see a burro, a wild burro. They're very prevalent around here, and she hadn't seen one yet. So she's like, "We're going to Oatman. They're always there." And I was like, "Well, they're wild burros, so okay." Oatman is this little like five and dime town. It's all these little businesses that the tourist part of it is these burros just freely walk around the streets. These are full, big burros, donkeys, whatever you want to call them. And she bought the food, she fed them, she petted them. And I was like, on the ride home, I'm like, "You smell like ass."
Thank you. What? If you were not going to drop ass somewhere in here, I'm going to lose my mind.
Totally coming. But they have all the shirts. Like, I came to Oatman.
Lazy ass.
Yeah, lazy ass. I came to Oatman to touch your ass. Like, it was all these, like, all the T-shirts are there. But it's a really fun place. They have, like, a shootout and stuff like that. Like, it's very theatric.
Pin the tail in the burrow.
Yeah. So it's in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of the desert, and they're like I had no cell service, like nothing there. But it's all these little shops.
That's why you didn't respond for like 4 hours today. Oh,
yeah. So it's a good way to unplug too, because there's nothing out there.
Off the grid.
You're not distracted. So, like, I sat in the old jail and I ate ice cream while she was shopping, because that's where the husband corral is, stuff like that. So it was a pretty good day. So just wanted to mention that.
That's awesome.
I was out in the street with a bunch of asses today. So you're gonna see pictures of a bunch of asses in the road on my feeds here for a while, because that is just internet gold.
So you've been a busy beaver this week. Well, no, wait. You've been a busy beaver the last 2 months, I would say.
Yeah.
2 full throttle, learning your way around, Fusion, learning your way around Fusion 360. Yeah, so my man that didn't have a 3D printer 2 years ago is now on Fusion 360 with a print farm. Taking orders like a freaking production line and pumping out orders. Like, who the hell are you? Like, I don't know.
And I don't know what I was doing with my time previously,
barely
it wasn't
recognize
this efficient. Like I just pumped out let's see, 3 orders over 450 pieces in the last month. So
And-
I've been busy.
And that has to come off of your time on Cow RC's, what are we calling it, tech tips, or what is the official Cow RC
The Cal Tech Tip Sunday.
tech tip? Yes.
That last week they finally
Hot
talked
off
about-
the press.
Yeah, they finally
Reveal
talked
the
about-
curtain. The curtain's open, and ta-da.
Yep. So there's a lot, there's a lot going on with that stuff. Those kits are open for pre-order. They've all shipped, so they're not sitting back here anymore. They're all gone. But yeah, the cowl mats, I'll tilt down a little bit here so you can
Perfect. Oh,
see.
you came with show and tell.
Show and
Oh,
tell. So I got all the inserts.
oh,
Wow. These are 3D printed in PLA 2.0 Tough Plus. You can basically hit these with a hammer and they don't distort. Like they just bounce off the table. Pretty cool.
and pretty
And
resistant
they
to
fit-
chemical.
So not really chemicals. So I wouldn't put carburetor cleaner on them, but
Okay.
most general cleaning products
Yep.
are perfectly fine. The little trays, like they're taller than these openings are in the mats, but they fit in enough that they don't fall out. Like you press them in, and within the print, and this was something I learned in Fusion, I put a ridge on this face all the way around that it's faceted one direction. So when you put it in, it doesn't just pop out. It actually holds in to that.
Kind of locking it in there. It almost locks in.
Yep.
And how about the inside of it? So that's the outside locking in. When you go to scrape up a nut or a hardware.
So it's the facets are in. It's kind of hard to see because they're white, but it's
Rounded like a half
It's
pipe
rounded.
almost.
yeah, not quite that much, but it's got a couple millimeters of rise on it, so there's no sharp corners on the inside. There's no place for something to hide from your fingertip. Like it's that way all the way around every single one of them. So there's no hard corners, is what I'm saying. Like this has a hard corner in the mat that dirt collects in, or it's just kind of hard to clean without pulling the mat off and washing it. These aren't that way. You can actually wash these trays on the upper rack of your dishwasher too. This 2.0 material, Tough Plus, upper rack. You can wash it, or you can throw it in your little cowl, the parts tray washers. Right in. Yeah, there you go.
It's almost like a quarter round, like a little bit along the baseboard. There's just that little.
Yeah, everything's been rounded. Now these corner pieces, if you see that dark spot in the middle,
Yep.
that is an embedded magnet. It's a 15 by 2 millimeter magnet that
Literally
I put
in the print, embedded in the print.
Yep.
Genius.
Yep. So no dirt, no rust, none of that stuff will ever stick to the magnet itself and start contaminating the plastics. And it's enough of a ridge that if you put a screw on there, and of course I just cleaned my bench, so I don't have any screws. But you put a screw on there, it doesn't just fall off. Like you have to, your fingers naturally want to pick it up off of that raised, almost like a little. There you go. You see that little teat there, where the magnet sits. The other cool thing about this, and I've been working with them probably for about 2 months, is if you ever work with K&K hardware, right? You get the bags, you get the Ziploc bags, right, of hardware.
Yep.
So when you're doing a build and you have all of your 3mm button head by 10mm, you just put them in this one tray, and this one is your 3mm or your 10mm. This one's your 12. This one's your 8s. This one's your 6s. So you can kind of get your build, your hardware organized. But it's always the bitch about putting it away, right? Because you want to put it back in those bags or wherever else. These fit perfectly inside
Shut
those bags,
up. And they,
and you can dump them
yeah.
once they're inside of that bag. So if you have some bags from them from K&K sitting around, that's one of the benefits of these is you can just dump the hardware right back into a Ziploc bag, and it just makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
Now
There's nothing like a brand new Munster bag from K&K when everything's labeled and separated and
yeah, and I got some, from that live, I got some things that I want to try out, some questions that people had asked about organizing these things outside of the mat, a way to cap them or something like that. And I think I figured out how to do that. So that might come down the road.
Idea.
Yeah.
Even literally print a lid then for them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I can make it a way that you can just easily, pick these up and store them, like if you have a build and you have to wait for a part, like you're learning how to do multiple builds at one time, right?
Yeah, right.
So the advantage is that, hey, if I get stuck and I need to order a part and it's going to take a week to come in, I can work on something else. But
not everyone has 6 workstations. You
have all these workstations, right?
We need to make room, and stuff gets lost, ends up moving.
And these, you can just simply just empty them into bags for each one that you can empty back in when you're ready to start building. Or if there's a capping system or a storage system for these, where you could just take the whole set and have it in one place and then just put another set in while you continue to work. Maybe you have 1 or 3 sets of these inserts and not have to buy the mat multiple times just to have that storage.
There's something to that. Absolutely. I think that's great feedback. And maybe it doesn't need to come with every set. I think as a build on,
it would be a very niche thing. I personally, but that set is out for pre-order now. The next set that they did show it, so I'm not afraid to show it, it's a coming soon, which is the medium size mat and inserts for it, which you have. There's no magnets in those because, quite honestly, the bins are too small, and it doesn't need them. It doesn't need the magnetics in the printed parts. It would just make it more complicated than it needs to be. I tried, and trying to fit a magnet into those smaller pockets it got weird, so it just didn't work out.
So with the medium on the checklist next, and you said it's out there and they're talking about it, does that mean maybe in the pipeline the smaller one is going to be in the future too?
Yes, Tyler alluded to that, that each of the Carbon series mats are looking for these.
And you just said the magic words for the people scratching their head at home, like thinking, well, mine's a white magnetic work mat. It doesn't look anything like that. This was specifically for what they're calling the Carbon series.
The Carbon series, yeah.
And it's like
so if you're used to the regular magnetic mats, like it's a magnet on the backside, it's got the foam ridges,
the divider,
and it's bright white so you can see it.
It has its place.
Yeah, the Carbon series mat is more for a dirty workspace. If you're working with chemicals or greases or stuff like that could stain that white magnetics, like this is the other work surface. And the gray is actually the solder mat that is an insert inside of the carbon mat. So it's like I leave this on mine all the time. I leave the solder mat on here because I like the feel of it, and I solder quite a bit, so it's easy for me to just grab my solder jig, put it down, do what I need to do, put it back. But I don't mind building on this surface. It's pretty easy for me. Yeah. You're dumping all your scales.
I did. I thought they were glued down, but you can get them in scale sizes too.
Yeah, you can get it in scale.
As I'm looking at
you
this,
can clean it up with your hide wipes.
it would look great in a scale garage.
Hide wipes.
Oh, I thought that just fell through the screen to you as I dropped
Yeah.
it off. You're picking it up. Oh, here it
Look,
is.
I got your hide wipes. There you go.
Thank you. Here, thank
Drop
you.
it over. Drop it over.
Oh, thank you.
But something else that I was working on. So in Fusion, I wanted to create something. I created these inserts for Cal, so they're mine. I created them, and that was new for me. And I created the first thing right after the second thing, and it kind of weird. But I wanted a scale generator because I bought one. Right, I had one installed at my house, a Generac 25K. My last house had a 25K. The house before that had 25K. I liked the security of having a generator power. So I wanted to make a scale generator because there's a need in my perceived brain that at scale cities like Rock the Ozarks or Haul and Crawl, you have these scale towns and they need power. They light them up at night, the street lights, the all these other things. And an easier way, a more scale way to do that would be if you had a gen set, maybe one or two gen sets. Now, the Defender Customs has the trailers that I built previously. Yep. So you could power it off of one of them with an 18-volt DeWalt. Or what kind of got my goat on that was I had to buy an 18-volt DeWalt or a Milwaukee tool that I didn't already own to get a battery for something because I don't like I'm the little Milwaukee guy. I use the little batteries.
So what did that cost you? What did you have to invest?
So it was $129, but I got a heat gun, which I found useful for me. Like I had to find something that would.
It's a battery operated heat gun.
Heat gun.
Okay. And everything's battery operated now, dude. There's battery operated caulk guns. Like literally there's battery operated. Right? Yeah.
So I wanted to bridge that gap back to RC because we have these great LiPo batteries, 3 cells that'll do these things, right? So I wanted to fit a 3-cell battery into a generator model that I could sit behind a 10 scale house and it would look right. And you could run the wires from it because that's what generators do, right? They have wires that go to a house. So it's not something that's outside of the scale appearance, right?
No, I didn't even think about it this way. Like in a scale city outside of it, this could
you would have cabling, right? That's normal.
Yep.
I think at Haul and Crawl they had the overhead power lines and all that stuff, the light poles, and Defender Customs had a just bucket truck up to it and stuff like that. But I don't think they're running power through that. The only other way to do it is maybe a generator set, which makes sense. Especially at some of these remote places. Like if you've got a scale cabin sitting out in the woods on a trail, it's not like you can, just put a set of AA's in for some ambient lighting and hope it lasts all night. But a 3,700 milliamp LiPo 3S would probably last days with low voltage lighting. So, anywho, I made a generator, and licensing to the side, it's a Generac, but it's got.
Spelled with 2 R's?
No, it could be a general rack.
With a K instead of a
Yeah,
C.
I don't think they're going to bother me too much. It is their logo, and I left the trademark on their logo. But this is 10 scale. This is exactly 1/10 of what the generator is behind my house.
And you drew this on Fusion.
I did, and
Bravo.
it came out really well. Like I even got the decals,
Bro.
like the 25K decal up on the lid.
Bravo.
I got the Energy Star logo down on the corner.
It's
But
in
this
those
one,
little details.
it is the devil's always in the details. But this one, I put some USB ports in the back of it with a weatherproof cover, and it opens up inside where you can put your lipo. And it's a simple 12-volt thing. It was like $6 for 2 of these on Amazon. I don't know if I like this version yet, but it does have a USB and a USB-C, which a lot of these lighting systems have.
Yep.
So, you know, if you're doing RGBs and all that stuff, they're usually a USB or a USB-C. So, you know, just put a battery connector on it and drop your battery. This is like a 2200 pack. Fits in here quite nicely. Still plenty of room. I have a 3700 Helios pack that fits in here marvelously.
No kidding.
And it gives it weight, right? The battery gives it weight, so you can set it down. And this is based on the gray. It's a multicolored print, so the gray is the concrete pad that the generator, the white generator, sits on. So it's pretty cool, right? So you can just drop this down. You can run your wires out the back.
It's functional enough.
The lid is just pegged on, so you can just pop the lid back on. And
could you get a bump on your cell phone? Could you charge your cell phone a hair off of it?
I charged my cell phone while we were talking to the Rock the Ozarks guys. So the Yandells. So like I just charged my cell phone with it.
In an emergency, at an event, set up at your table.
Sure. Just, you know, there's your little charger.
Yeah.
I charge my vape pen.
You could put a sign up and charge people to come over and charge on their cell phone. $5 and charge your phone.
Yeah, and this little USB charger, because it's meant for a car.
Yep.
It has a low voltage cutoff on it at 9 volts, which should be okay for lipos. If you really wanted to, you could just put an inline lipo cutoff in the XT60 and be absolutely certain. But I don't know what the future is for this.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the question. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah. So do I want to sit here and make them? I don't. I
put the file on Youmagine.
Like I'm learning the woes of production, right? So I have decal sets. Like I figured that part out.
They came out great. I mean,
yeah, they came out really well. And if people want to know, maybe it's something I do through Youmagine.
And then what? Put a link for people to order their own parts. Then
yeah, just like with Project IJ, right?
Yeah.
You had to order hardware. You had to order headlights from Amazon. These are on Amazon.
There's 100 files on there that all have AliExpress links. Like go here and buy this.
So maybe that's what I do, and people can just buy the file, buy the little part, and they can just do what they want with them.
And people print fire extinguishers all the time, and they don't get the decals with them. And the
very true, very true. Now, like Defender Customs with those trailers, he does give you a PDF
to print
that you can
your
print
own.
out. Yeah. So I wouldn't be trying to sell like sticker decals. Like I might be able to put the scaled PDF in there, and they can figure out the rest. It's a trade. It is Generac is trademarked, so you know, that's
All right.
be careful with that. It's not like Jeep. I don't think they're coming after me. It's a plastic generator.
We see Casey light stickers and all kinds of stuff
Yeah,
out there.
KC stands for Night Customs, doesn't it?
It does.
So maybe, I don't know. We'll let the masses tell me what they think I should do with the file.
Are you still
Or
messing
present-
around with the other thing? Eddie's RC was doing something on what was it? Was it Etsy or
I still sell on Etsy.
I was gonna say maybe you could throw, make 6 at a time, throw them up on Etsy and sell them as they're. But again, that's
as
production.
completed units. Maybe I can do that. Yeah, maybe I'll throw them up and I'll see if anybody bites on them. I don't want to get into production.
I know.
But I get it, but I don't even know what I would sell them for. I mean, does it take a while to print these? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But the filament I'm using is to get the surface texture of a generator, because it's not smooth. It's powder coated and it has a texture to it. I don't know if you can see the texturing on the lid. It's kind of like a powder coat material, and this is actually PETG CF GF PETG PETG GF glass fiber.
Jesus. All the filament out there now.
Yeah, it's like I've kind of found it by accident.
And you were talking about another filament before that I never heard of too. What was the other one that they were doing the inserts for? It was another project you were working on with some weird filament that held up to chemical resistance.
Oh, that's for the stainless part washers.
Yes. What's that filament?
I use PA6 GF.
What the hell is this? Wow.
So that's engineering material that's chemical resistant. And that stuff, when it prints good, it prints great. When it prints bad, it destroys printers. If that stuff is not dried for 24 to 48 hours constant, it will destroy your machine because it's engineering grade. If anything goes wrong, it doesn't let go. So that's stuff you need to pay attention to.
I was messing around with TPU the other day, and if you don't have your TPU settings perfect, that stuff can be a nightmare to work with. It printed out great.
Stringy ass mess. This is, you can kind of see it.
Yep.
PETG GF. And it's made by a company called Tinmorry. TINMORRY.
What does the G stand for? Do we know?
It's glass fiber.
Okay.
So it's not carbon fiber, it's glass fiber. Which if your IJ, the orange ABS GF that your truck is printed in, has that texture to it, right?
Oh, this IJ?
Yeah, that IJ. So it's got that texture to it, to the orange.
Yeah.
Right? That's what this PETG is feeling like. So it's a good texture. It mimics powder coat fantastically.
I can feel it on the rooftop on this. You can feel it.
Yeah. And it feels great. And it being, doing these in PETG it's outdoor sustainable, right? You can do these in PLA if you're going to keep them, in an indoor scale city or something.
Have you set one outside for any duration of time, like literally sun tested?
Like it's only 80 degrees here.
Only.
It's only 80 degrees here.
Because
so
it's 30
test.
32
Maybe I can wait till the
degrees
summer. I can wait till the summer and I can hit 120.
I should have a hoodie on right now.
But it's Pet G, man. I have multiple trucks printed in it, and I've never had an issue in full heat.
Okay.
The red truck sat out at Proline by the Fire all day in the sun.
Oh, it did.
No issues. None.
Okay.
Perfectly stable.
Okay.
So I'd have no issue saying that this couldn't sit out all day in the sun. So, yeah. But I thought it was pretty neat. I'm pretty proud of myself. And props out to Jersey Scaler, who has kind of helped me understand more of the fusion stuff and how that relationship works to create. And I know I've been agitating the shit out of him.
No,
I thought I
haven't
wanted,
even begun. He is loving every minute of it.
I know he is, but I super appreciate it, and I can't wait to have him back on the show.
Yes,
to show the nightmare that I put into that man's head. So I'm sure he had sleepless nights, but
he is on cloud 9 right now. Loving life.
He is.
The way doors open and connections are made. It's funny how it all works. And I said, you don't always see it right away. Like we can't see around the corner. Let it play out.
He is going to have a fantastic project to share with us the next time we have him on. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
And I know he's on cloud 9 because he's got cool stuff coming. And I'm excited to see what he does with that.
2026 is going to be a different year for Jersey Scaler already. Like it's setting up.
Yeah.
I've been pushing him. I'm like, this means we need to get out. We're going to figure out a couple events to get to next year. It's changing. His life has changed for the better. And he is stoked. And I'm happy for him.
I had heard rumors of a RC hobby 3D print fest. Rumors so far, but I really think that would be a cool thing to bring a lot of people like Jersey Scaler and the just there's a lot of really good print developers for our hobby.
So an expo focusing on designers?
Yeah. Designers and executors. So
so if you printed something cool, you could come.
Yeah. But
you IJ
have the designer perspective.
Yeah.
The engineer,
the printer,
the material printer, producer, marketing.
The consumer
maybe consumer maybe influencers. I don't know, but to have a group of people like that come together, I think would really set some standards.
Because you only get like one or two at an event. So you go to Beat the Creek and you'll find one or two like cool designers somewhere in the mix. Mm-hmm. Now you put the highlight and throw up the bat signal and ask more to come.
Yeah.
In one group or one event. Yeah. I think it's a genius idea. Like
it worked so well with
the
3D Printopia. The Printopia
in Maryland.
No shit. When you bring manufacturers, filament people, designers, executors, and customers all into one area for 2 days and really push the market, what's new, what's coming, and get people kind of excited about that. I think that would be a really good thing for the hobby, for RC hobbies, because it's not just RC cars, it's boats, it's aircraft. There's a lot of that stuff out there. If you look at the hill printings, the jet boats, people are having a really tough time printing some of those hull structures, even in the bigger machines, because the heat beds are warping the hulls at their joint piece, like where they join the hull together. And people are having a lot of problem with that. Either they're trying to print it on something that's not hot enough, or they just don't understand the layout of their print bed and where the heat is, and how to do that. So if there was some of that expo piece to it,
You can talk orientation, infill. Wow.
but just understanding your printer. You know, what does the heat bed on a bamboo look like through a thermal lens?
So
And
how did Maryland happen? How did Maryland happen? Was that locally organized?
No, that's an international. 3D Printopia is an international event. People came from all over the world
Oh,
to
shit.
that event location. This year was the last year. It was in Bel Air, Maryland. So it's going to move. I don't know where it's moving
It
to.
was just dumb luck that it was
It
near
was just
you.
dumb luck. It was near me.
Wow.
There's another one kind of like it in Vegas, and there's another one that's in California, but it's not Printopia. Like it's not quite the same. It's a little more machinist and that kind of stuff, where the Printopia was definitely based in 3D printing.
And so it's Printopia's idea to move around. So it will probably announce next year.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see where it ends up. I'm hoping it's Vegas.
It's going to follow you to. Of course it is, dude. Of course. Like, why are we even
you had your opportunity to go there. It was 2 weeks
Why
ago.
are we even guessing, bro? It's coming to Vegas. Just
Who might as
we
well
know it. Just give up.
All right. So I ran us out of time rambling on about craziness.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we rambled on enough. It went long. Again, gosh darn, Ozarks, holy crap. Amazing. Those guys, I want nothing but the best for them. I hope the event sells. I got other boxes to unpack. I got to dig down to the bottom of your package with these Cow RC goodies that we have here. And an Asia Tees box came for the Boomracing BRX02. So that means I get to tinker around now with all the fun little scale accessories in the engine bay. And so it's time to get freaky with that. I am pausing here. I'm going to share the screen for 1 second with you. I just need to know if you stumbled across this thing. I saw it today, and it reminded me of you instantly. I don't know if they have it on Youmagine, and I don't know if I know exactly what site it came from, but it is a 3D printed truck from top to bottom. Like, you're even printing the chassis, the trans. The only thing you don't print is the tires and the shocks. And that is right here. Stand by. You even get the surfboard with it. And so let me share screen, window, boom, and share. Oh, I'm going to have to move the overlay. Hang on. Hang on.
Oh, yes, I've seen
You've seen this?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. It's wild.
There's the Beetle, there's a Subaru, there's a couple other cars in this collection.
Yes, it's a collection. The guy did a bunch. But bro, like, talk about reminded me of the one that you did.
It's kind of cool.
It's got the rack, the whole thing. Pretty wild. I was like, oh, that's got Kilburn's name written all over it.
The good thing about these Beetle bodies, like you can get this file set, and that Beetle body is almost the same as a sand scorcher. So you could graft, if you see that Baja front end that's on this bug, that is a wide eye Baja kit, which the sand scorcher is a narrow eye. But you could get that front end grafted onto a scorcher body, or use this body entirely for a scorcher, which would give you a completely different look than people are used to seeing. But yeah,
and I guess technically you could do the same. You could scale it down with the FMS one at the same time, right? But
You
some of
could,
the
you could.
accessories, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. The body lines of the FMS are a little more off.
Okay.
This one is very, very close to a sand scorcher.
You're going body. I'm looking at, you know,
You're
scaling
looking at
the
accessories.
surfboard and the roof rack and the ladder.
Yeah. So the FMS cars don't have roof rails, so you'd
True.
have to get past that. And you got to remember the FMS car is from way earlier in Volkswagen time.
Yeah.
This
You're
is
better off
very-
just printing this thing and be done
Yeah,
with
this
it.
is very 1970s.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty rad. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, these things are good.
Last question for public knowledge that we can share this one for anybody wanting to paint a what are we calling these, the 109 series. My question to you is this silly rooftop. You can see I have it all taped off because what I wanted was a red truck with a white top. My question that I am struggling with is where the hell do you stop painting it? Or because if the outside of the truck is red and say my interior is black, do I spray the inside of this thing black? Can I leave it simple and just spray the whole damn thing white? Because if you look at true scale ones, the white is truly at the top, and then down the side, it's the color of the body.
Body color, yeah.
So that is a hard place to find a cut line. Then
your vertical window supports, all your window surrounds are body color. The roof is white. So that is typical. It's not a rule. You can do whatever you want.
I know.
Now the inside of all of that, I always left all white.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, because the interior of those trucks, they never put money into paint, right?
Yep.
These trucks were farm tools. So why would you waste money painting the inside of that hardtop? They just did them all white, and then they came back and did the body color just to make it look good around the windows.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Yep.
I can work with that. So that helps a bit. So basically, it's kind of the feedback I was getting from others. It really comes down to what you want to do, and I get that, but I really wanted to try and keep it true, and then I started overthinking this, and I'm like, oh shit. If I was sitting inside of it, what would it look like? Would it be red and then white? And if that's the case, all white, that's good news. We can deal with that.
It makes it a lot easier to tape it off.
It does. That's what I was, because I've been dicking with tape, and there's blue tape all over my jeans. I have blue tape stuck to me everywhere right now. It's been driving me nuts. And it's like the last piece I need to do. And I'm like, now what?
Mine are all white caps.
They are all white capped. Okay, so the color of the body white cap.
Yeah, you can see it on that one. You can see the white roof on it with the colored verticals.
I wanted to zoom in on.
You had it.
No, I had me. No, wait a second. Now you talk. I just want to see if it would bounce.
So
back.
It'll bounce back. It should bounce back to me.
I thought it was going to go to the microphone talking.
It's okay. It's
I was
okay.
just curious.
That's a white cap. You can't see it. There's another truck in the way. But the chrome truck with the full safari top, safari top is white, and then it's chrome all the way up to the roof line.
And then when you start looking at it, even on the windshield piece.
Now the windshield piece that's an entirely different color on most of those.
Exactly. Yes.
That is because the windshield frame is galvanized metal. It's usually raw galvanized, which makes it silver.
I was going to say, I've seen it in so many times where it's a silver. It's an accented color, different than the rest.
Yeah. So on the galvanized, this is kind of my trick on it. Is I put a heavy coat of silver on it, and then I touch it with a sponge, to give
Yep.
it that galvanized smear look. I just touch it with a sponge right before it's tacky, so it gives that little bit of texture to it, and then I just let it dry, so it's got a little texture to it. You're trying to make it look like galvanized metal, like you'd find on a chain link fence post.
Is there any part
That
on
little
this
pattern.
truck that would rust then? Or is this
Yes, these trucks have huge rust issues with the firewall straight down behind the door hinges. That was steel, and that's where these trucks would literally rot in half. But you'd never see it on the outside.
it's
It would-
okay,
it's
so
all
only when you
internal
crack the
structure.
door. Okay.
Yeah, you would never rust the outside of those bodies.
What is the white cap then? Fiberglass?
It's aluminum.
It's aluminum. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, just pull up, just Google search Series 2 photos,
Yeah.
and just go through photos. Just sit there and go through photos.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I started honing in more on the color. I was painting the body to try and
Yeah, there's only like 8 factory colors for those trucks. But if you're doing anything other than a factory replica, just do whatever the heck you want. Because
after
people have
it
been
goes,
doing it forever. Yeah,
after it goes to the restoration guy, you can do whatever the hell you want.
yeah, do whatever you want. Like people will call me out on the amber light versus the clear light on the front wings. There's 2 lights on the front wing besides the headlight. And they'll be like, hey, the amber's supposed to be on the top. And then another guy will be like, no, the clear's supposed to be on the top. Be like, look, people. It depends on where it was delivered as to what the road law, the law for those cars is either amber on top or white on top. Like it depends on where it was delivered. And they're like, well, mine was amber on the top. We're like, yours has been passed through 62 owners in 50 years. Like, how do you know that it's factory?
The quote of the day. Look, people.
Let it go. Let it go. It's an RC car. It's a toy.
All right. So let's leave them with this. If you're going to the Ozarks, what event at the Ozarks would you most like to do? Would you want to bring that lowrider? Would you want to bring the semi truck, your boat, your plane? Like, there's so many things. So let us know in the comments.
Yep.
What is it that you would want to do at the Disneyland of RC?
And if you are going, what are you bringing? How much are you bringing?
What do you have to travel with?
Yeah.
I would hate to fly on a plane to that event because what can you bring? 1, 2? I mean, unless you're shipping everything, fine, but you're just going short. I mean, you need a trailer to get to that place to do it right.
Raymond said moon buggy. So there is a place for a moon buggy out there. I would want something more general. I would take the IJ, or maybe a my tiny tire optic, my 155 optic, because then I can do a lot of stuff. I can swap tires and go do whatever I want to do.
Bullshit. You would take your new Reefs truck. You would take your new Reefs truck and flex.
Yeah, I don't have it until December. The show is tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So
there's over here.
There's been so much cool stuff happening. I need to know: are you going 30 scale? Are you gonna do an SCX 30? Or are you letting that slide?
Not unless I don't know. Unless I'm on the internet late at night in a tired state and order one.
Happen to click.
I don't have a hankering to buy one. Like I'm not chomping at the bit waiting for a release.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Richard Kroon, I saw you in here somewhere. I will see you at 10:30 a.m. sharp. We're going to go hit up Green Lane. I think it's not going to be windy here. We'll get some aerial drone shots and some low crawling crawl shots and see where it takes us. And then it's back into a whole nother week. We got orders to fill and back to the grind. So it's been a week. Thank you. Go tell Heidi I said hello, and go enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, my friend.
You guys do the same.
Fade the hell out of here. Go check out Jay and Josh Yandell, and go check them out over at the Ozark page. All right, let me find us an exit strategy here. Boom, boom.
Whatever button it is, it's going to.
It's always the button I don't want. This is the beauty of a live. We are going to fade out of here.